Hello, YouTube modeling community. This is Rusty Rotor with I don't know what the hell you want to call it, Monday. How's that? Give me a little drink. The first episode, or part one of the Aqua Rod race team should drop sometime today. It'll probably come out before this video, so be looking for that. It's a little bit over an hour, but we're taking it step by step, so you guys see exactly every time I open a kit, exactly what I do, what I'm looking for, how I handle it, so on and so forth. And we will progressively, move on from there each video, a little bit more into it, until we get a completed build. So today it's kind of going to be just a channel shout out, a little talk. Stare at this ugly mug for a few minutes. I've got a couple channels here. These are one is one of my all-time favorites. Not to say it's any better or any less than anybody else's channels. I don't want to step on any toes. But just to me, I've been following this gentleman for years. And I mean years. And I've thoroughly enjoyed everything they've done. He's very unique in the way he incorporates the music. And now, if you guys notice, just like me, you watch a bunch of YouTube videos, everybody's kind of using the same music. So apparently there's a suggested playlist, whatever. But somehow this man takes music that is just available. He's not making his own music. And the music during the video sucks you in. It's like, I don't know, it's like mesmerizing, I guess, to a degree. And it plays along with what he's actually building. And it's suspenseful. It's kind of everything you'd want in a video. And you're just learning without learning, without knowing you're learning, I guess. Because you see him, he'll scratch build. He uses wet pallets. He does figures, military. He uses regular model cars. Everything's incorporated into what he does, and it's primarily, either vignettes or dioramas. Now, I have no clue where this cat puts all these things he builds, because some of them are pretty massive, and they are from the top to the bottom fully detailed. I mean, anything you would think realistic would be in there, he adds it to his his dioramas, and just the techniques he uses, and just the way he goes about it. Because I mean, most everything he does is he just builds it, and then distresses it, weathers it, makes part of it shiny, makes part of it dull. It doesn't really, the outcome, it's going to be fantastic. He's also a 3D printer. He incorporates a lot of 3D printed stuff into his builds. He uses a lot of metal, a lot of wood, a lot of foam, all different products from A to Z, different brands of paints. Primarily what I've seen is like AK and Vallejo. I have seen some different types of enamels he's used, different washes, stuff like that. He doesn't really tell you so much, but he does show you like the color. So like if here, I gotta go one. So if he's using Vallejo, he's you'll see this up on the screen, and he'll say heavily diluted with water or thinned with and he'll show a bottle of AK. You get an idea of the ratios, the brands of paints he's using. So it's not like you're going, oh, what kind of paint did he use? How do you get it? It explains itself without him actually explaining it. Now he is, I'm not sure if he's German what have you. I'm not real big on lingo and different languages and all that. Uh, he's just a great guy. He's a human being, and that's all that matters. Uh, and he does exceptional work. And I'm very, very positive that a lot of you know of it or have heard the channel. He's also on Instagram. But I've got a great big shout out. I've never communicated with this man. So, I'm not friends with him or anything like that. But I could very well be friends. I could be best friends with this guy and sit there in awe. If all I could do was just sit in his shop and watch him do what he does, I would just sit there for hours, days. That's how intriguing his videos are. And it may just be the way I perceive it. And that's fine. Everybody perceives everything a little different. Takes a little more, a little less than the other person. But if you guys ever get the time of day and you got, his videos are all different lengths. They can be an hour long. They could be an hour and a half long. They could be 45 minutes. They could be 20 minutes. It just all depends. And he breaks his builds up into sections. So let's say, he's building the Aquarod van. He would build the van, and you'd see him build it all, and then he'd start distressing it and weathering it and, whatever he's doing to it. And that may be the end of that video. But that's just a piece of what's going into the diorama. And I'm going to try not so much to copy, but incorporate similar things to what he does into my dioramas. And by watching his channel has inspired me originally to go forward with these dioramas. Sorry, guys. Along with just the want. I've always wanted to do these specific dioramas. The Gastronites, the garage and gas station, kind of a section out of a little town type diorama. And then the Ghostbusters. I mean, that something else inspired me altogether. My son, the love of the movies, the availability of just the characters from Joel at Iceman Collections, that really kind of sparked it. Because I already knew that the Ecto-1 was available, Slimer was out there, there was other characters out there, but I wanted to twist it around a little bit and put everything to kind of scale. And then just a scene of the movie, and that's going to be the basis for the diorama. Now, we do have other dioramas that'll come to the channel down the road. They all are very lengthy, so it's not something I'm going to have done in a month and look at this. It's nothing going to be like that. They're going to be true works of art that I want them to be as realistic and as good as possible. And it's going to incorporate a lot of different things that I don't normally do, which is weathering, distressing, just normal things, and incorporating something that's new too, and different kind of a few different eras, but within one era. We're talking for the gas station. I'm talking about we're in the 50s, so there could be cars from the 40s. Definitely could be cars from the 30s. All the way up to 59. We could even maybe see a 1960 model of something in there because, we're transforming year by year, and the town has grown, and just like anywhere else in the U.S. or anywhere in the world, new cars come out. But we have to set a kind of a cutoff point where what you're looking at is all within reason. I don't want a 1970s vehicle in with all 50s and 30s and 40s and early 60s. It just doesn't fit. But a lot of my inspiration for this has come from him, and he does a lot. Like I said, a lot of military. He does regular old model, something newer, and then he flips it. So the new age, then he'll look after like the apocalypse, what things would look like. Zombies, you name it. This guy covers it, but he stays right within those realms. Military, after the apocalypse, during the apocalypse, before and after type things. And the music just flows. You're just sitting there and you hear the music, and it builds up and it builds up and it gets intense, and then it kind of mellows out because it's like it takes you on a story. You're drawn to it, and then at the end of it, it all explains itself. Why did this happen? Where is so and so? Not all through his build. Now I don't know if he does that through his editing. It's planned out how he's going to do it, and everything's planned step by step. And there's a lot of time in between videos, so it's very well likely that that is all taken into account and applied to his videos. But the name of the channel is Laser Creation World. Like I said, a lot of you probably already seen it, caught a glimpse of it on YouTube. If you're not subbed, get over there immediately. At least, get in there, get it subbed, come back, start watching his videos. Watch from the beginning. I can't remember how many videos he's got out, but it's quite a few. And some of the things he does is just amazing. But if you watch, you're going to learn without knowing you're learning. And you're going to want to apply all those different techniques that he uses. And he'll show you how to paint little mini figures, all different scales. He builds in all different scales, 1/32nd, 1/35th, 1/72nd, 1/48th, 1/24th, 1/25th, so on and so forth. I've never seen him really build anything up and out of that scale, but it's still cool to see somebody do it. And like I say, 3D prints, so he incorporates those pieces. He scratch builds, and all that's incorporated to make the most realistic scene that he can. Now, I don't know where he gets his ideas from, but to me, the man is a genius. And I think he does have one or two other partners, modelers or modelists that work in his shop and help him create these projects that he does. I'm sure a lot of these are probably put into an art show somewhere or a museum where it can be on display for the public to see. But unfortunately, he's in a different country. But his website, now this is the other key thing, you can get his 3D printed parts, parts of buildings that are casted, trees, shrubbery, all that right on his website, which is really cool. So if you want to duplicate, and I don't think he cares if you do, one of his scenes that he's created, it's kind of neat that stuff is available to purchase. And it goes pretty quick. So if you get inspired by one, definitely check out the website, which I'm going to give you here in a minute. And I will have it down in the link below, just so you can go check it out. I'll try to put his channel link down there too, along with this other gentleman. Head's clogged too. But go over and check him out. And like I said, if you don't have time at that moment, that's fine. But definitely go back and start watching his videos. You're going to be truly inspired. You're going to be jaw-dropping awe. You're going to feel very good because it's like somebody took you on a trip, and reading a story to you without actually reading the story. He doesn't do a lot of talking, but the music kind of speaks for him. And the videos all incorporated together, like he just took it and poured, two things together and stirred it up, and it was just perfect. You can even see him make mistakes from time to time, but when you're distressing stuff and weathering stuff, your mistakes could actually be a bonus. And that I've learned that from watching him, that it really doesn't matter, because you can remove it really quick, or add to it and make something that normally would have been a mistake, but now it's a point of interest, I guess is the way to say it. His website is www.diorama/ whatever it's called, world.com. So it's www.diorama/world.com, not the /, but just the whatever it's called, the little dash in between. Like I said, I will have that down in the descriptions below. I've gone to this website several times and looked at stuff. I am going to make a purchase from the website. He's got a few things that I want for the military diorama when I get to that, but I want to start stocking up on it while it's available, because I'm sure it's only going to be available for so long before he just doesn't make it or carry it anymore. Uh, but you know, it falls in suit with a lot of other channels that I watch as far as military. That's how I learned how to, you know, use the static grass applicator, what to use to hold it down, how to make your own trees, how to whatever wires from poles. All this stuff is really cool. And remember, guys, if you're a 3D printer and you order something from him, maybe it's something you can design and scale it up, you know, for your needs, or if you're building in that scale, it's all perfect. Or maybe you can contact him and purchase the file, and then you can upscale it or downscale it to whatever you know your needs are. I'm not aware of any of that, but definitely go check him out. Laser Creation World. Uh, it's in my top 5 favorite channels uh, as far as military and weathering and you know all that aspect goes. I've got different genres and favorites for each genre type thing. So, but I always stay current on his videos. I can't help it. It's just like, oh, he's got a new one out, and then I'm just sitting there, and I time just flies by like it doesn't exist, and I'm just tuned in. It's just something about the way he creates his videos and what he builds. It gets me every single time. So, uh, and I'm man enough to say this. There's been a few of the builds he's done that the music's incorporated into the build so well, and the story was told so well that I actually shed a tear. That it made me emotional over it, and that is true art. If you can reach out and touch somebody on an emotional level by what you're doing, without hardly speaking words, but just by the music you choose and what you're creating, and that's art. It's the same way when you go to an art gallery and you're looking at all these famous painters, you know, Van Gogh, Picasso, you know, all these other old great painters, and they move you through their art. They succeeded, and this gentleman has many, many times. So definitely take a second, look up the channel, subscribe real quick, and then come back when you have time to start watching the videos. You're going to get hooked. I would almost guarantee it. And I would stand behind this gentleman no matter what he does. Just the way he goes about doing it. And the group of guys he's got around him all contribute, and the finished product is just flipping amazing. So check him out. Our second shout out today, I've been wanting to do this, and I may have mentioned it already in another video, but I was going through my emails, I organized my emails according to what they are and who they are from and all that. But a gentleman, Rocky, we corresponded back via email a few times, shop cards, so on and so forth. Star City Scale Modeling. If you're not subscribed, please go over and check his channel out. Drop him a sub. You know, give him a thumbs up. Let him know that you guys are, you know, you care enough that you're going to take some time to watch his videos. He's got some really good videos. You know, everybody's different. Same as me. They're all worth watching. You know, you can take a little something away. Everybody's got a little something that you're not aware of, and you always learn a little something. So go check out Rocky's channel. Again, it's Star City Scale Modeling. You're not going to be disappointed by any of these channels. The 32, just to give a quick update on that, we're at a point where I felt comfortable I could put it in the box, keep dust off of it, put up all the little parts. We are just right at the edge of final assembly, and I don't want to rush anything, and I'm super busy with just life, so I don't want to try to get down here and then go do what I need to do and come back and I don't want that to happen. I want it to turn out to be a really nice build. Does it have flaws? Yeah, it's got some flaws, and some flaws that I'm aware of now that I'll know the next time I build it to watch for, to correct. But the flaws are not very well hidden, but they're you'd really have to pick it up and fumble it around and kind of look at it, and you would know. But again, it's something out of my control. If I was aware of it, I could have caught it earlier. Sorry, guys. My allergies are just raging. But, but we are comfortable where it's at. The charger, we're comfortable where it's at. We know now we got to do a lot of wet sanding, a lot of polishing on the body. We've got a bunch of parts we need to get painted, and then we gotta hash out that interior. We gotta bring that all together. I have to get the printer fixed because there's some parts I still need to print for the charger that I forgot about. The steering wheel for one. And I may try to do a test print on that later today. And just print a bunch of them, and hopefully I get one good one out of it. I don't know. It's just the printer has got a mind of his own right now. And then again, the Aqua Rod series is going. Jay's, that's the reason for putting these kind of up. I want to get a good couple week or two strong into his to where I'm ready to go into primer. That way when I prime his, I can prime the parts I need for the country charger, Ring Brothers charger. And kind of get those, that way they can be curing. I did get a cord for the, I always want to call it a dehumidifier. That right there. Dehydrator. So that's all hooked up now. I got to go back through. I got some notes from my friend Lee on settings for temperature and time. I'm going to print those out, and I'm going to put them on the side of it so I know for what particular clear coat I'm using or paint I'm using, what temperature to set at and how long. I have run a test on it with some paint, and it worked really good. So I see why everybody praises them and uses them. I just got to get everything dialed in, I guess is the word to say. We got no mail in today. We will sometime this week do a little pop-up video. We do have some tires and wheels coming from Ryan. Guys, the website is up now for Ryan, his new website, and you'll see a lot of my builds on there with a lot of other guys' builds where we use Ryan's wheels and incorporated into our builds. They are all spectacular. They are all great builders. And again, get a second, hit that link down below. It'll take you right there. Go check out all the stuff on there, the wheels that he does have available himself. If not, he's got the gentlemen that do, exclusive work for him. You just hit it. It's a link. It'll take you right there to him. If you click on the picture, it'll tell you who built it, the brand and style of the wheel, and the sizes of the wheels and tires. So it gives you quite a bit of information, and you kind of, if you really like those style wheels, you can see how they were incorporated and how they actually look finished off. Even if you have a different idea in mind for painting them, not chroming them or whatever it may be, but it gives you a good basis of what they look like. And that helps, because if you're like me, when I do a build, I'm like, I'm going to have these tires and wheels made because they don't come in a kit. They're not available aftermarket. You have to go to somebody like Ryan, and you're like, well, I don't really know how they're going to look, size wise and everything else. Well, if you've done any modeling, let's say for example, like Pegasus has the torque thrust, 19s and 23s. So you're well aware of how the stagger and the offset, the look goes when you apply it to your build. You've got a good indication of the sizes, so you'll know if you like using that. That's like me. I like using 19s and 20s, no more than a 21 for the front, and for the back I like to use, from 20s all the way up to 24s. And then the width, if we're going in scale, I'll use a 10-inch wide rear tire all the way up to a 14 or 15-inch wide tire, and mostly always low profile. So, keep all that in mind of the overall look that you want. But on his website, there's Text 3D, there's VCG resins, there's Joel at Eisman Collections that I always describe when, he sends us wheels, where you can go to get them. Feel free to contact these gentlemen anytime. If it's their DM on Instagram or their email, whatever it may be. and ask questions. Can you still print this? I'm looking. Send pictures. Ryan has a set of wheels. He no longer does them. Do you still do them? There's other sources to get what you want, even if those three gentlemen don't. There's going to be new guys on there, I'm sure, very quickly. They'll want to be a part of this to print Ryan's wheels and sell them and share a little bit in the wealth, so to speak. I'm one of those, but I can't right now because my printer's down. But as soon as this is up and going, I've got it all dialed back in. You'll see me up there as well on his website as one of the gentlemen. And I'm not big on stretching, making the tire wider or taller, but I can definitely get the file. I can definitely print as they are. When I get going back into this, I'm going to spend some time just on this. I am going to learn how to, he's told me several times, how to stretch the width, how to stretch the height, and all that. So I'm going to play around with that a little bit. And that's how I played around with rescaling things. So it's just a matter of just kind of doing it. And I'll have that figured out, and I'll be able to do that if somebody needs something specific. But I've just not put my mindset and time into doing that yet. But you will eventually see me up on his website. And there'll be a link to me and my email and all that, so you'll be able to contact me for a specific set of wheels if they no longer do them. I don't know, I have to talk to him about it, but if it was something that's exclusive, they have the file for that. I don't think I can obtain the file. But primarily anything that's on Colts, anything that's on Ryan's page, he usually after time moves that up to Colts. So we can, they're not vintage guys, but let's just say vintage stuff that's no longer available, but the files are still there. I can obtain that, or I can get a hold of Ryan and he can send me a copy of the file, and then I can print those out for you. I'm just not in a place to do that right now. I've had somebody ask me about the distributors. I do have a few. I can mass print and get, quite a few out that are good. I know the print's going to fail part of it, so I always print a lot, especially with little parts like that. The distributors are still available. You just have to email me, guys. Let me know what color or wire you're looking for. Remember the set comes with 2 complete distributors and the vacuum lines for them. You just have to let me know how many sets. They are $7.50 a set, plus the shipping. I can ship about 3 sets, 4 sets maybe, right in that $5.50 range. So it's the shipping's going to be what it is. It's not per set, unless you're just buying one set. Then you're going to pay the $5.50. I usually round up only because every time I go there, it seems like it's always a few cents difference. And I know a lot of it's based on the weight. So, the more we add to the pouch, the heavier it gets and the more they charge. So, just keep that in mind. So if you ordered let's say 6 sets, your shipping's going to be more around the $7 mark. So when I come at you with a different price, I don't want you to freak out, but I'm just covering the shipping. I'm not making any money myself. And if it's something that was significant, dollars wise, I would definitely refund the difference back to you. I'm not going to keep that. So again, you just got to let me know via email. I do have a few shop cards left. Anybody that's interested in doing a trade for a card for a sticker, or a card for a card, or it's just if you want a card, you just got to send me an email. Make sure you got your address in there and all that, and I'll get a shop card out to you until I'm out. And then the new ones, like I said, they're not going to be available until right around Acme time. If I get them before and somebody wants one, I'll definitely get them out. If not, I'm going to bring a bunch with me to Acme. So if you're there, you can get a new one. And then afterwards, of course, you just gotta let me know. Anything else, like I said, guys, anytime you want to see something back here, something specific, it caught your eye, like that one right there, hey, I'll pull it down off the shelf. If it's sealed, I'll open it up and I'll show it to you. If it's something I got vintage and it's sealed, chances are I may not open it unless it's one that I intend to build. Then I'll be glad to open it. But if it's something I just got as far as collection, I may not open it. But we'll get it down, look at the box art and the year and all that information. Anything I get off the box and give to you, I'll be glad to do it. Again, I got all that massive amount of parts down here: chassis, interior parts, engine parts. Excuse me again. For the '68 Camaro, the '94 Sonoma. I can't remember the year of the S10. Is the newer release of the S10, the one that came with the snow skis. The '69 Z28 Camaro, Yankonova, 55, 56, 57 Chevys. There's a few other little odd ones in there. There's the Dart Hemi in there. Like I said, it's mostly all chassis parts, engine parts, interior parts, stuff like that. Few body parts. The kit came with a couple hoods. You know, there's a hood in there. You just got to let me know via email what you're into. Like I said, you just cover the cost of the shipping. The parts are yours. I want to thin this out as fast as possible. I still got to get some parts out of there I want, but if you want them, just got to let me know. So we're going to call it quits, guys. Like I said, when that stuff comes in, we do have shipment from Hobby Nut Models. This is all stuff that I purchased. There's a couple things in there Mark gifted me, but we're going to take a look at all of it, and I'll make a separate video out of the Acme build. That'll be our main build for Acme. So we want to have enough time to build it right, have a nice clean, and hopefully maybe win something with it. And I'll have a collage of pictures at the end of the actual car, so you'll see kind of what my inspiration is for the build when all that happens. So we'll keep that separate, but everything else that Mark sent us, we'll go over and look. There's some stash ads, the gift I got from my wife for hopefully a future build that she'll do. I know it caught her attention a while back when she saw the picture of it. Excuse me. So, yeah. If you're not already, please subscribe. Hit that bell notification while you're at it. You'll know when all these videos come out. We're holding steady at 866, I think it is. Again, make sure you're checking. Make sure you're still subbed to the channel. Hold on a second, guys. Please watch the videos. You'll kind of see where we started. My main purpose for this channel. The builds I've done, my past builds that I have. There's 100+ videos. Some are long. There's a few that are short. But when you get time, make sure you watch them all. And you'll be all caught up on Rusty Rotor's Model Car Garage. I did catch, if you haven't already, Big Will. He's, kind of a new friendship, but it's a really good, strong friendship. I really appreciate the man. The help he's given me, some directions he's given me. I got in along with, all the other greats out there. Fred Henry, man, the list goes on. Jeff, Charlie Mack, Dr. Cranky. I've never got to meet him or talk to him, but, he's one inspiration for me. Chevy Cheeseburger. I don't know where the gentleman's at anymore. I wish he would come back on and start making videos. I really enjoyed his videos. There's so many others, but definitely go check out the channels I talked about. I hope that you're interested in what we're doing right now, where we're at with everything. Oh, this is what I keep forgetting every time I'm sitting here staring off into space. I do have a box of 3D printed parts that are available for sale. You guys gotta just drop me an email. I'll send you a list of kind of what's available, the prices, and again, what the shipping will be. Remember, I'm always PayPal ready. Once I receive payment, it gets packaged up and it goes out in the mail within 2 days, 2 business days. Mail sometimes comes on Sunday, but I don't ever put nothing on Sunday. I go personally to the post office and mail out any bigger items. Small stuff like a shop card, I can put in my local mailbox, and it gets to you no problem. Uh, but I know I do have like electric fans, catch cans. Uh, there's quite a bit of other stuff just to give you some ideas. But you just gotta email me. It's always down in the description below, along with Mark at Hobby Nut Models. Ryan Jones's new website. Definitely go check it out. Let me know what you think about it. Any input I can get that I can pass on to Ryan is just a great help. The Aqua Rod is available at Hobby Nut Models. If you're inspired by this kit, links down below. Go hit it. Go get you one. He'll get it out to you, lickety split. And you can build yours along with me. I think that's about it, guys. Anything else? I am going to be doing a little giveaway here, just like a pre-giveaway. It'll be a set of wheels from Ryan Jones. They're not as special as the one-off set that we have right here. Again, these are not available anywhere. Nobody can make these. This is it, guys. See, that's what makes the first prize very unique once we get to that 1,000 subs. But we're going to do a little pre-giveaway. It'll be a set of tires and wheels from Ryan Jones. I don't know exactly what set yet. I may do like a first, second, and third type thing with this little pre-giveaway. Where everybody kind of, all three places get a set of tires. Just be watching for the information. I'll be dropping that here and there. It's not going to be like today or tomorrow or next week, but it will be coming up here soon. We will look at the 3 wheels that will be given away, or 3 sets that will be given away. It kind of be the same method. Nothing down in the comments for the giveaways. It'll be an email you'll have to send in order for your hat name to get put in a hat. My granddaughter will draw the names. Or if she's not available, I'll have my wife do it, or my daughter, one of the 3. But they will do it, not me. We'll draw it out by name. I'll announce the name on the video. You'll have 24 hours to contact me via email with your mailing information. And I will get those out to you right away. Again, we're just going to call it the Z-Force giveaway. He is one of the main sponsors for the channel. So, again, be watching for more information about that in the next coming week or 2. And we'll get that rolling. Kind of maybe get everybody a little inspired. Maybe we can jump this channel. Like I said, I want to do everything the hard way. Face against the stone. I'm not using any gimmicks. I'm not using specialty tools. I'm not paying people to promote my channel. I want to build this channel, I guess you could say, the old-fashioned way. And that's by you guys watching, thumbs up, subscribing, hitting that bell notification, and spreading the word. Getting people involved in what we do for you. And inadvertently, we do it for ourselves, too. But I've covered pretty much what's going to be in the big giveaway. Like I said, this is just a little teaser. But yet it's something because, he sends us all these wheels to review and go over. I'm not going to use all these things. I have specific ones that I arrange with him that I know that I need for a build coming up, or, a possible build. And I know which ones those are, but I've got a great, huge selection of wheels that we are going to, we're going to give away from time to time. And this will just be the first one. So, like I say, how you know about it? That little bell notification, right wherever it is on your screen, just hit it and you'll know. And then watch the video. Watch it all the way through, because I can trick you. I may not say nothing about it until the very end of the video. So if you don't watch the video all the way through, you're not going to know that was the video for the giveaway. I know it's forcing you to do something you may not have time for, but you know what? If you see, here's a good inside clue. If you see it's going to be about a 10-minute video, You see my video come up on your feed saying, new video from Rusty Rotor. Well, it's 10 minutes. You might want to spend all 10 minutes watching it, because I may announce it at the beginning, I may announce it at the middle, I may announce it at the end. But you got to watch the whole video to know for sure. So again, guys, thank you from the bottom of my heart for all the support. This is a great community. I absolutely love it. I thoroughly enjoy my time that I get in my room. I love talking to you guys. And again, at the end of the day, I hope that you take something from what I've said, I've showed you, whether it's a tool or a kit, whatever it is, and it inspires you to build a model of your choosing. It doesn't have to be a van or a car or a truck, airplane, tank. It's whatever is inspiring you at the time. Get on it. While you're doing it, send me some pictures via my email. I love to see it. It's the only way I can see. It's interacting with you guys. The only way I can do it is if you guys take time and send me an email with some pictures describing what you've done, what you're going to do, what your outcome, your hopeful outcome is of the project, so on and so forth. Or just to say hi. I'll be the first to do it. Hi, everybody out there. I want to see a hi from everybody down in the comments for this video. Again, check out those two channels. Laser Creation World. His website is www.diorama/world.com. That's where you can get his products, some other products that he carries, mostly all for diorama-based type thing. And then go check out Star City Scale Modeling. Gentleman's name's Rocky. Tell him Rusty sent you. That way he knows. Let's get him built up, guys. Everybody deserves, a little love. And right now, these gentlemen they don't need it, but give them a lot of love. Let them know that everybody's standing behind each other. We're all supporting each other. We're all trying to achieve something. And the best way to do it is to subscribe, hit that bell notification, give them a thumbs up, give them a little comment. Let them know that you're interested and you're watching. So until later this week, guys, I don't know what day it'll be. Probably more towards midweek, end of the week. Definitely we'll be back Friday with what's on the bench. That probably will be a video about where we're at on Jay's 70 Cutlass. Because as of right now, I don't have anything going on the bench because the Aqua Rod is a series of its own. So be watching for all this, guys. I thank you again, and we'll see you later. This is Rusty Rotor. I'm out.